What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Geek Podcast, where we talk about comic book and sometimes anime news from the past week. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 58, so close to episode 60. Before I get into it, just, do the usual. I'm blanking out on what I was going to say, and I'm not cutting this. Whatever. Hit the podcast for 5 stars wherever you're listening to it. Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Stitcher. What else? Anchor. I think I said Anchor. Hit it 5 stars. That helps me in the algorithm because this is such a great podcast. Oh, I started out this terribly. But yeah, do that. Greatly appreciate it. The way you can support the podcast. Also, leave feedback on the podcast. That's also a great way to support the podcast. You can do it in-app. Whatever app you're using, you can do it right there with no hesitation. You ain't got to go no other website or anything like that. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. We hit 100 subscribers. Appreciate that. Thanks for the love, guys. I really appreciate that. Also, hit me down in the comments. Let me know what you watching right now. I am watching a lot of Avatar Last Airbender, rewatching it. It's really good. And that's what's keeping me away from watching other stuff I'm supposed to be watching. But yeah, let me know what you're watching right now. Also, go check out the Black Geek Cool Patreon. Sign up, become a patron. Check out the awards. Really cool stuff. A chance to actually be on the podcast with me is like one of the tiers. Check that out. If you like it, go ahead, do it. You can financially support the show, and that is greatly appreciated. So with all that intro and all that good stuff out the way, let's dive into this week's news, and we don't have a lot of news. I'm just going to be 100% with you, and I didn't get to watch. It was either between watching Lion King, the new remake, and Jumanji, The Next Level. I didn't get a chance to watch either one of those. That's my wife. She's moving around. I didn't get to watch either one of those, so we're not going to have a live reaction to trailers I never got around to doing a review on. So that's going to happen next week. I mean, I could talk about... No, I don't want to talk about Watchmen because I'm actually going to rewatch Watchmen and do another review on that, or actual review on that later down the road. But yeah, let's get into it. Small screen news. First up, Crunchyroll apparently was having an expo, but that got canceled. So yeah, Crunchyroll, if you don't know Crunchyroll, it's started out as a website, now it's an app. It's like Funimation, where they have all kinds of animes, mostly subbed animes on there where you can watch. It's a subscription fee, and I guess they were having an expo this year, but it is canceled, and we all know why, because of the corona, whatnot. So yeah, unfortunately, if you were going to that expo, you can't now. I am sorry. But yeah, I didn't even know they were having an expo, so I don't know, is this their first time having an expo? I know I remember they have these kind of like rewards or award things where they talk about like the best anime of the year, best male protagonist, best waifu, best other stuff. I know they do that, but I didn't know they had an expo. So that's definitely news to me. Let me know if you were upset about that. Were you actually planning to go to Expo? Did you have tickets? Who had tickets to the Expo? I really want to know that. That's what I'm really interested to know. Who had tickets to the Crunchyroll Expo? Like, I'm not mad at Crunchyroll. Expand your horizons. Do your thing. Get your money. Like, hit all those avenues. Do your thing. If they can make an Expo and people go to it, power to them. Like, do your thing. But I didn't know they were having an expo, so this is all news to me. Other news. Apparently, the most popular show on HBO Max is Looney Tunes and the Elmo talk show. Yeah, those are the most popular shows. those shows beat out what's that dragon show? Game of Thrones, Westworld, The Wire. Only reason I say The Wire because my wife is watching it for the first time. She's never seen it, and I've never seen the first 2 seasons. So we've been watching a lot of that. Something else that's been killing my time, but such a good show. Yeah, but apparently people are just digging Looney Tunes. I know they have like a whole bunch of new episodes of Looney Tunes, new shorts they put out on there. I've yet to get around to it. I haven't really watched a lot on HBO Max just because there's other stuff I'm supposed to be watching that I am not watching. But like I said before in another podcast, if I'd have known this is what HBO Max was going to be, I might have not paid for it. But then again, I probably had to pay for it to watch the stuff that I need to talk about. But then again, I think Corona really affected what we would have had on HBO Max. I think we had a lot more other stuff to pick and choose from, but Corona shut down a lot of production, so it is what it is, unfortunately. Not the best time to launch a new app, a streaming app, unless you already have tons of new content, which they did not have, so it kind of sucks. I know Netflix's prices went up. Well, not prices, but stock went up right before, as the coronavirus kind of really hit, because everybody was at home and they was on Netflix, so they was making their money. A lot of people were sharing accounts, though, but their stocks went up, so positive for them. In other news, The Mandalorian Season 2 is set to drop this fall. Jon Favreau confirmed that, yes, it's dropping this fall. It's going to be a fall release. Super excited for that because there's been so much stuff leaked out. I did like the first season. I'm not going to say it was great, mind-blowing or anything like that, but it was good, and that's a positive. Yeah, it was real good. The first season was real good. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. Sorry, my phone was doing some flashing thing. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing what's going on. But first season really good. Had fun with it. Wanted to know more about Mando. Get into that story. I do like Star Wars when it's not about Luke. This is too big of a universe just to always talk about Luke. God, can we get away from Luke for like 10 minutes? He's not that important all the time. Like, there's got to be other powerful Jedis and other powerful Sith in this universe. Just more powerful people in general. Why we always following Luke? But I really did dig it. And season 2, we are set to get a lot of new people, a lot of new stories, some fan favorites, some return of some other characters. So I'm super excited for that. I think I'm going to try to do reviews on each episode as they come out. If Disney Plus do it like they're doing, like they do an episode a week, if I can keep up, I'm going to try to do that. So if you're looking forward to that, or if that's something you wanted me to do, I will be doing it, hopefully. So just bug me about it and make sure I stay on top of it. Because I'm probably going to mess up. But in other news, so there's a show called Psych. This is kind of... Well, it's real slow. News is real slow. So the Peacock app is going to be doing a movie from a show that used to be on, I don't even know what channel it used to be on, USA, called Psych. I really dug this show. This kind of sci-fi-ish, but not really. Not really. It's about a guy that pretends to have psychic powers, but is like really good at noticing stuff. His dad's a detective, retired, but he's really good at noticing, putting clues together. So he pretends to be a psychic to be able to help the police solve crimes. So him and Gus, I forget the dude's name. I forget the dude's name, but his friend is Gus. They're really funny together. Most of you guys have seen it. Anyway, USA is doing a movie of this called Psych 2. What is it? Psych 2 Lassie Come Home. I seen the trailer for it. It looks funny. It just gave me all these feelings about it. It's like, it's one of those shows like Monk. Monk was really good. And this one came around too, and I just fell in love with these detective but weird character shows, and this is one of them. So I'm super excited for that. It's coming July 15th on a Peacock. I don't know if I need to order Peacock now, if I can get that for free, or what's gonna. I gotta look into Peacock now. I wasn't even planning on getting this app. I honestly wasn't. But now that Psych's on there and there's a movie, I at least got to get it like a trial-free membership for like 2 days or 3 days so I could just watch this movie. I only want to watch this movie. Nothing else on Peacock really interests me. I'm not into the new Saved by the Bell remake or the Punky Brewster remake. I know there's something else on there. I'm not interested. I want to see Psych 2 the movie. That's all I want to see. It is ridiculous. But I am excited for it. I'm very much excited for it. In other news, apparently the Cowboy Bebop show is trying to stay real close to the tone of the anime. Sorry for those who don't like calling your cartoons anime. I do it sometimes. Sorry. Stay real close to the anime, but they are changing the way Faye's outfit is. They're gonna go a little more conservative, I guess you would say, not so revealing. So they're gonna change her outfit. I mean, it's not a big deal to me, long as you still have her as Faye. Like, long as you still capture the essence of her character in the show. I don't care if she's not half naked. That's fine. Nobody needs to be half naked in the show anymore. Let's be honest. And anime, we know anime is just real full of just unnecessary naked women. Like, there's women fighting in battles that have shirts. That's their armor. Come on, let's be real about it. But yeah, Faye's outfit is going to change a bit. So some people might get butthurt and be, oh, why'd you do this? And blah, blah. Come on, guys. We're getting a live action series of this. Mostly you want to make sure it's good. Hopefully that's what you should be worried about, that they're doing a good job representing this anime that so many people love. That's what you should be worried about, not that Faye's outfit doesn't have her booty cheeks hanging out. I'm just saying. That's just how I feel. You may feel a little differently, and you might not watch the show because of it. Hey, one less person I gotta try to remember to talk to about the show. But yeah, not the biggest deal, but this is the only bit of news that's out right now, so we're talking about it. In other news, I watched another episode of DoroHeDoro. I think that's how you say it. Oh, I'm really digging this show. You learn a little more. I think I've actually watched 2 episodes. I think I'm on episode 4. Let me see. Let me check my Netflix. Oh. Let me check my Netflix. No, I'm on episode 3. So I watched 2 of those. Let me know if you want me to do a review on this anime once I get done. I really got to start doing... it's only 12 episodes. I really got to start doing more anime reviews on the channel. But I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, it's really good. What is dude's name? I think it's like Kamen or Cayman. I think it's Cayman. Yeah, I think it's Cayman. Yeah, Cayman is really interesting. And then you got these sorcerers. You got different sorcerers. I'm really interested in seeing what these different sorcerers do. They introduce these sorcerers that hunt other sorcerers, and apparently their boss is wanted for something. I don't know. It's really interesting. I'm really want to see where it goes and stuff like that. So I'm a fan as of right now. I can't say the same thing. Maybe 5 episodes. Maybe at 6 episodes it might change. But right now, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Just my thoughts on that right now. But yeah, let me know if you're watching the show. Do you like it? If you read the comic book, don't tell me stuff. Don't be that guy and be spoiling stuff. Just tell me, hey, like, you're going to enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. You're going to like it. Just let me know that. All right. In other news, apparently Obi-Wan Kenobi show is still in development phase. That's what the director of the show says, which is not good to hear, because people wanted an Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and now they're doing it. It seems like they don't know what they're doing for it. I know I heard rumors that they had made it too much like Mandalorian, so they were changing it, but that kind of sucks if they don't know where they're going with it. I don't know, because I know they have the KSO, Cassian and KSO show. There's rumors of a show with some villain, and then there's rumors that Ahsoka might get her own show. So I know they got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Being that they can't film right now sucks, but they can write some scripts. They can write some scripts, get some plot lines out, bang some stuff out that way. Come on, get on top of this. But I know people were looking forward to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and Disney Plus kind of needs some new stuff, some stuff that only they have, and not old stuff, because they don't have Marvel stuff right now. But news on that. What is it? We'll get to that. Let me finish this thought first. I remember that. But they do need some stuff, honestly, and hopefully they can figure out what to do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I forget his name. He's coming back to reprise his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's talks that Ahsoka might do an episode into it, but right now everything is up in the air, so that kind of sucks. Yeah. In other news, I guess WandaVision is about to start back shooting. The production is about to start back up, which is a positive. I don't know how they're doing it. They following different guidelines to make sure everybody's safe, all that good stuff. I'm very interested to see what they do with that. But then, so the guy from X-Men, Days of Future Past, and a couple different X-Men movies that plays Quicksilver, he was seen on set. He's supposed to be playing a guy named, I'm looking it up while I'm trying to solve for time, because I forgot his name, and I still can't find it. I'm sorry. I forgot what the name. He's playing, I know he's supposed to be some guy that Wanda takes his essence from and puts into her kids, and then that guy comes back and takes that out from her kids that Wanda made. What's his name? Manifesto. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know who Manifesto is, but I did a little history. Somebody was talking about it on YouTube, and I listened to it. And they say that he's like, I don't know if he's God tier, but he's like a demon kind of thing. And Wanda takes some of his particles, puts it into the kids that she makes. Like, she makes herself twin kids because she wants kids. And later on, he comes back and takes his essence back from them by absorbing those kids. Crazy. But apparently this guy is Evan Peters. I think that's his name. He's been seen on set. But then some stuff went down with him where he was reposting some stuff about the protests and the riots, and was saying some kind of like not cool stuff. So I don't know if that's gonna come back and bite him in the buttocks, and he might not be on that show, because we just got another guy that just got fired for some like racist, homophobic. Was it homophobic? Yeah, I think it's homophobic tweets that he put out. He's on the Flash. He's elongated man. They fired him. They just flat out fired him for these tweets, and I was like, what? Touche. Like, yeah, that was some stuff you put out a while ago, but you put it out. You said it. You put that in the ether. Like, you gotta realize, people gotta realize you can't be just putting stuff out there. This is not behind a closed wall. You put it on the internet, it's there forever, and everybody can read that, and that's your reputation. So, my man's got fired. So I don't know if Evans Peterson might be on the chopping block. I know he did a whole little, I apologize for what I did. I didn't mean to post that, blah blah stuff. But is you up night just retweeting stuff? What are you doing, bro? Come on, let's be real. But yeah. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the Flash. How they're gonna write that dude off, or they're just gonna kill him off screen, or what are they gonna do? It's very interesting. Are they gonna replace him? Speaking of replacing, there's a rumor for Batwoman. Like, I remember in like news stories that weren't there, but now I remember them. Batwoman show, as you know, Ruby Rose left, but the Batwoman show is continuing for season 2. The word was that they were gonna replace Ruby Rose, have somebody come take her place, but now they're replacing her. They're not replacing her. They're bringing in a new main character, Wanda Kane. Let me see if I can find her name right quick. But she's supposed to be coming in to replace Ruby Rose altogether, which is interesting. But what makes it even more interesting is Riley Wilder. I don't know who that is. I do like Batman. Don't get me wrong, I like Batman, but I'm not up on all the Batman comic books, not gonna lie to you. So I don't know who Ryan Wilder is, but she's coming to replace Ruby Rose as Batwoman as a whole new character. On top of that, they're gonna kill off Batwoman. They're gonna kill off Ruby Rose's Batwoman. So either she was just terrible to work with, just really got under people's skin to where they don't want to give her any kind of ability to come back. Because I thought they were doing that by making a new main character and not replacing her character, still giving her the option to be able to come back. But if they're killing her off, then again, this is comic books. You know, we could bring anybody back. We could shoot somebody in the face, they die, come back 2 days later. Comics. That's how you explain it. Comics. But yeah, they're killing her off, so that's going to be super interesting. It's not super interesting, but it's interesting. And I've still yet to watch a single episode of that show. I was told it was okay, but then I was told it was not okay. So I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I'm still teetering on Stargirl. I'm on episode 3, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna keep watching that show. And I thought that show was gonna be different than the CW shows, and it's not for me anyway. So I don't know, but that's really crazy about killing off that character like that. Wow, she really had to just upset some people. But yeah, that's all I have on my notes and that I can remember. I haven't watched any more anime. I did try to watch some My Hero Academia, but the Funimation app was messing up. So Funimation, get on top of that. I'm not hating on you. I'm just asking you, hey, fix that problem, because BLACKGEEKCOOL would love to be a sponsor of Funimation. If you guys are in the market looking for a sponsor, I will definitely rank my anime watching. If you guys want to sponsor a video or two, just get at me, hit me up. But yeah, haven't watched much anime, and I need to get on top of that, because that's what I forgot to talk about. So there was a Doom Patrol 2 trailer that came out. I could not watch it because I still haven't finished Doom Patrol. There's talks of a what is it called? Umbrella Academy Season 2 trailer supposed to come out. That's what we're still waiting on The Boys Season 2 trailer to come out. So there's gonna be some trailers just sprinkled out here in a good minute. So look for that. Be excited for that. But that's all I have in my notes for small screen news. As always, you can hit me up if there's something you wanted me to talk about that I didn't talk about, you want to get my opinions on, all that good stuff. Hit me up at BlackGeekCool on Instagram, BlackGeekCool on Twitter, or BlackGeekCoolPodcast at Gmail, and I'll definitely put it in the next podcast. All right, guys, time for big screen news. First up, there's a rumor. It's a rumor, so don't take my word for it. It's a rumor. Disney is working on a live action The Black Cauldron. So when I first heard it, I was like, what is The Black Cauldron? And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's The Black Cauldron. I totally didn't know the name of that movie. So I have watched the movie. It's very interesting. I think this would lend itself to a live action remake very well. Because it's not that hard of a story necessarily to get people involved in. It's fantasy. It's got magic, and it's a good story. I think it would be really good. I think it'll really work if they do it. It's just a rumor right now, but I'm all for it if they do it. So only time will tell if they actually do it, because they do have a lot of different live action remakes they're doing right now in the works, like Hercules, Atlantis. There's been rumored a sequel to Aladdin, sequel to Beauty and the Beast. I think they're going to do a sequel to. What else? I think they'll probably do a sequel to Lion King because it made $1 billion. So, yeah. Add this to the list. It's still doing Little Mermaid. It's still doing that. I'm pretty sure they'll probably try to do a Pocahontas. I mean, honestly, they're just going to remake all their Disney classics, which makes perfect sense because they're going to make money from it. If you made $1 billion on most of these remakes, why wouldn't you continue? It's just the writing's on the wall. We're going to get them all. But, yeah, kind of excited for this. Kind of interested. I would definitely probably go see it, in all honesty. Next up, we have Spiderman Into the Spider-Verse 2 is starting production. Super excited for this. At least I would be even more excited for this, but my mans came out and said some just irrational stuff. I forgot his name because he upset me that much. Hold on, I gotta look it up because I want to tell you guys his name. I gotta pause it because I'm gonna hold on. Okay, I found it. It's Shameik Moore. He said some just kind of like outrageous stuff. Some celebrities been saying some black celebrities been saying some outrageous stuff like how we need to just stay out of trouble and if you act right, some stupid stuff. But I'm not trying to get too political on that aspect on this podcast. I already talked about that in the last podcast. Feel how I feel, so it is what it is. But he said some just irrational stuff. And this how I know it is really irrational. Because when I Googled Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and they show the cast, his face used to be the first one up there. Now you have to click on it to get to. He's like 8th on the list of people. He's the star of that movie. Why do you have him that far down? I don't know if Sony was like, let's change that so they don't see his face first. But man, I don't know what he was thinking. But honestly, I am totally cool if y'all recast and go get my man John Boyega. Put John Boyega in that. I don't even care the voice is going to be different. Put John Boyega, let him shoot some webs and lace up the suit. Let it happen. Because my man's just it. I don't know. I really liked him as Spider-Man too. I liked him as Miles. His voice worked amazingly with the character. But if you're going to be saying some just irrational stuff like that, my guy, kick rocks, like Audi 100. That's just how I feel. It's my personal opinion, but I'm still happy they're going into production. Some of that happiness is going to be soured by his words and how he feels about his own people, but it is what it is. Let's get this back up, this tempo back up. And other news, so I didn't know Matt Reeves, I guess I did know. Matt Reeves is going to have a trilogy. He's going to have a Batman trilogy. And the rumor is he's going to introduce a new Joker within his Batman trilogy. I don't know if it's going to be in the first movie. Don't know if it's going to be in the second movie. Don't know if it's going to be in the third movie. But it seems like he plans to be introducing not only the Joker, a new Joker, he's also maybe introducing Bane. Very interesting. Everybody feels Joker needs to be in a Batman movie, and I understand why. This Joker, Batman, they go together. Peanut butter and jelly. I get it. Without one, you shouldn't have the other. Blah, 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 blah. But I think you can do a Batman movie without Joker. Yes, I believe you can. Even though when you really think about it, Joker is the reason why Batman became Batman. Yes, understandable. But he doesn't actually start fighting the Joker well into he's actually being Batman. So yes, I think you can do it. And this Batman is supposed to be starting from the ground, like year 2 Batman, it seems like it's supposed to be. So he's still new at being Batman, still learning the ropes, learning what he needs to do to be a better crime fighter. So you can still do it. I do feel that, yes, you should introduce a Joker eventually. Maybe like the third movie. Make it be your big climactic, I can't say that word, end of your trilogy where he faces off one of his greatest foes. That's just beautiful. Definitely do that, yes. But the thing is, we don't know if this first movie is going to be good. We don't know if Robert Pattinson's going to be good as Batman. I'm not saying he can't act. He can act. He can do his thing. We just don't know yet. Just like we had doubts of Ben Affleck being Batman until we saw him being Batman, and we're like, yeah, you Batman, my guy. You Batman. That has to happen. This is such an iconic role. We have to see you in the role to really see if you can manifest the essence of that character and overshadow his name alone. Because that name is heavy. So heavy. So, man, I'm looking forward to him doing a great job. Yes. I'm pulling for him. If he can do it, do your thing and do it well. Set your mark on this character. Make it memorable. Make people know your name because of it. Touche. But if you can't, oh, I feel so bad for you, my guy. And then you trying to do a trilogy with it? Unless these guys see something that we don't see in this dude to be Batman. Like I said, only time will tell. We'll find out eventually if this dude can handle it. But yeah, those are the rumors. What do you guys think? Should Joker come right away? Should Joker be waited on? Should we introduce some more of Batman's Rogues Gallery? I want to see some more people in live action. I want to see Mad Hatter in live action. That would be dope. Mind control. Make it very close to government mind control. You can make it super realistic. That would be fire. Like, do that, Warner Brothers. Do that. Man, you just don't know. They need to put me on the squad. Let me write some stuff. Come up with some ideas. But yeah, that's what I would like to see. Let me know what you would like to see in these Batman villains. We already getting Penguin. I believe the Riddler. I think there's talk of Two-Face. I don't think there's a lot. But yeah, I know we're getting those two. They also said that, like, some minor villains are going to show up just for him to, pick off one by one, stuff like that. But yeah, let me know which villains you want to see in this new Batman movie. Try to get an obscure villain that we don't see very often. I mean, let's give somebody else a chance on this big screen. Some of these dudes that had 3-4 times. Let's get somebody else in here. Maybe they can, do something different. Let's see something different. Batman's been around for 50 to 60 years, I think. It's time for something different. But yeah, and we still got Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, so that's already different in itself. Hopefully she does a good job too, because that would suck if she's in a trilogy and doing a terrible job. Yeah, is she gonna be a villain? You gonna make her into a good guy? What's going on with that? Very interesting. In other news, when this podcast drops, I have already dropped a live reaction to the second trailer of Tenet. Go check that out if you get a chance. The rumor is, or it seems like 90% of theaters will be open. So we're still trying to see if Tenet is going to make its July 15th release date. It hasn't changed anything. I haven't heard anything, but we're getting more theaters open. And that is a very expensive movie. And it's going to be the first movie back in theaters since everything happened. The question is, are people going to go out and see it? Are people going to be like too scared to go out and see it? I'll be 100% with you. I don't want to go. I don't. But I might go because I definitely have to talk about it. Definitely have to do a review about it. And I am interested in seeing it. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie. Check out my live reaction to it. I'll just go to like the very first show or a super, super late show and just wear a whole sweatsuit and don't touch anything. But I'm thinking of my Corona movie watching ability. I'm about to look on, what's the name of it? Buy me one of them gas masks. Full face. But yeah, if theaters are open and it's the only movie that's coming out, there are some movies trickling out that are small movies, but I don't know if they're interesting enough for people to be like, I'm gonna risk my life for this. Like, because that's basically what you're doing. You're risking your life. I know people are like, oh, Corona's going away. No, it's still out there. It's still hitting people. Cases are going up. Governments aren't giving you actual information on it. We caught Florida skewing their data on it, and they were just blatantly lying. They were like, come on, people, what are we doing? But they wanted to stay open. It's all about that mighty dollar sometimes. But yeah, I don't know if it's Tenet enough for you to go to the movie theaters. I know some of you are yes. I know some of you are no. Let me know how many people are going to go see Tenet if it does come out July 15th. I'm worried. I am worried. But in other news, there's another rumor. Like I said, I say rumor first because I don't know if it's true. I have no idea if it's 100% true, but it's being whispered. Marvel might be introducing Hercules to the MCU very soon. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know Marvel's Hercules. I'm pretty sure he's very close to the original Greek Hercules in those stories. He's just in the Marvel continuity. I don't know. Like, I definitely wanted other people before him. Yeah, Miles Morales for one, live action, would have wanted that first. Black Cat, definitely want Black Cat. Who else? Thinking of other Marvel guys I would like in there before Hercules. Actually, I can't think about anybody. So, bring Hercules on. Besides Miles Morales, of course, X-Men's and Fantastic Four, they've pretty much done mostly everybody. So, I guess, of course, we got to wait on X-Men because they still got to figure out how to bring them into the MCU properly. And we got to wait on Fantastic Four because they still got to figure out how to bring them in as well. But yeah, Hercules is interesting, I guess. I don't even know his powers. Isn't he just super strong? Like, I'm assuming he's God tier strong, but I don't know 100%. Let me know. Tell me in the comments, or hit me up at BlackGeekCool on Instagram, BlackGeekCool on Twitter, and BlackGeekCool podcast at Gmail. And our last bit of news, unless I remember something, which I can't remember right now, Venom 2 is apparently the most anticipated sequel of 2021, at least on Twitter a couple of days ago. Yeah, people are very excited for this sequel. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not super excited. I'm interested because I love the character Venom, and hopefully they do a better job this second go around, because the first movie I wasn't too thrilled on. I'm not going to lie to you. It had some decent action scenes, some decent moments, but overall the CGI felt real sloppy. It was hard to see most of the time. Venom, you didn't get enough of Venom, actually. And then the end fight was just a glob of CGI, which this one seems like it's going to be the same thing because they're doing Carnage, which I'm super excited for Carnage, but after seeing how their fights are going to be, I'm not as excited for that. Yeah, I just gotta be 100. I'm not excited for if it's like that. Hopefully they change that up and give them a reason not to do all that weird goopy stuff. Unnecessary goopy. Some goopy stuff is necessary. I get it. It's Venom. That's how it is. Symbiote suit. I got that. But I thought they did a really good job of introducing Venom without Spider-Man. I thought they did a really good job of that, only to not do a good job on the easier stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, apparently this is the most excited, or at least the most anticipated sequel of 2021. And I'm like, doesn't Avatar come out in 2021? I know Black Panther comes out in 2022, which that might have got pushed back too. But I'm not 100% sure what comes out in 2021 that is 2021. That is a sequel. I thought I was saying it weird. That is a sequel. Also, everything has got turned upside down, so we are not sure what's coming out when it's supposed to come out. Because if Matrix 4, I think that would be more anticipated. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. Let me know. Or what is... Well, I can't even say that because we don't know what's coming out anymore. So if you know what's coming out in 2021, because I don't. Everything's got canceled, so I forgot. Let me know which one you were excited for. Hit me up. And that's all we have on Big Screen News on my notes for that. Like always, hit me up if there was something you wanted me to talk about that I didn't talk about. Want my opinions on, I'll definitely put it in the next podcast. Alright guys, that is the podcast for this week. Hopefully we'll start getting some more news and stuff trickle in, and hopefully I get to watch some more stuff and I can talk about that as well. Hit me up with some recommendations of some animes you think I should check out. I'm on the fence of checking out Tower of God. I heard some good stuff, but then I heard some real bad stuff. So I'm really on the fence of that. I still gotta watch that Code 8 movie on Netflix. I heard that was good. The one movie on Netflix with Thor. He's in a movie. It starts with an E, I think. I can't remember it. I gotta check that out. See if that's good. Yeah, stuff to watch. Stuff not to watch. Let me know what you guys think I should be checking out. As always, guys, appreciate you listening to the podcast, watching it if you're on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that 5 stars, rate the podcast 5 stars. It helps me in the algorithm. All that good stuff right there. Hit the like if you're watching it on YouTube. Hit me down in the comments. Feedback helps too. Even if you put a thumbs down, apparently that helps as well. It's just you interacting with the video. So, interact with the video. It helps, and it's a way to support. If you want to support financially, you can. I'm working on a Cash App, but you also can go to my Patreon and check out the tiers and become a patron. Great rewards, get a chance to be on a podcast with me, that would be awesome. Sharing the podcast, liking the podcast, letting people know about the podcast. That's also a great way to support. I have t-shirts at Teesprings at Teesprings/BlackGeekCOOL, that store. I got to put up another shirt. I'm working on it. But yeah, I got stickers too. If you want a sticker, let me know. Just hit me up on one of my Twitters or Instagram or at the email, and I'll send you out a sticker, no charge. You just gotta support the sticker on like Instagram or something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. Thanks you guys for listening. Thanks for checking out the podcast and all the support. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast.